Good morning and welcome to this weekend's Brunch Club, where we toast to all the amazing, diversely faceted women out there, filling your cup with inspiration and encouragement as our guests share their personal stories, experiences with careers, family, parenting, equality, mentoring, and advice. The Brunch Club is where we raise a glass and champion female talent and leadership everywhere, and where sparkling is always encouraged. Now, here is your host, Rachel Swoboda.
Welcome to this month's edition of the Brunch Club. I'm Rachel Swoboda, and I have Jenny Dinnen with me here today from MacKenzie Research Corporation. Jenny and her twin sister Katie run this amazing business that was started by their father and their mother, and it's been run as a part of their family business for a long time, and they're championing it into a whole new era.
Yeah.
So you may have seen Jenny and Katie on the cover of different magazines as part of the Ronald McDonald House, as part of the Orange County Business Journal Awards. There's a lot going on with MacKenzie Research Corporation right now out of Orange County. And I'm thrilled that you're here.
Thank you for having me. It's been a while coming. We've been working on this for a while.
We have. And I think that it's spectacular because you and Katie, you came into this company.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'd both been working in the business.
Yeah. Well, so ours is a family business. Next year it'll be 35 years, which is incredible. I know. And actually it was my dad's business. My mom owned her own business as well. So completely different.
But they were in the same building.
They were in the same building. Okay. They bought a building. My mom had the downstairs. My dad had the upstairs. Yeah. So 100% entrepreneurial parents. Yeah. So it's born and bred into us. But the rule in our family business was that we had to go work somewhere else before we can work in the family business, which I think is fantastic. So we both kind of did different things and whatnot, and then came back, I'd say about 10 years ago. And then it's been a journey kind of since that we can get into.
And you guys are on a path. But before we talk about that, we're actually going to start. We're going to start this by talking about you as a person. You as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, as a friend. And we'll talk about the business stuff secondary.
That's my most important job as a wife and a mom and friend. Yeah.
Then that's how you live your life. Yeah. And I love that about you.
Yeah. So it's fun. I've got two littles at home. I've got two girls that were a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old or almost 5-year-old. So they are my morning and my night job.
And you post on social media about them all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I woke up for quiet time. And it's like 4:30 in the morning, and
they follow me down. It's my chase team.
They know
my dog. Yeah, I keep trying to get up earlier and earlier so that I can get some mommy time. Because in the middle of being a working mom and a wife and all these things, it's hard to get quality, just kind of my own time. So they follow me down. But I do tell them this is mommy's time, so you can sit next to me and snuggle. But
isn't it amazing that they're learning the work habits and the work ethic, and they're watching mommy be dedicated to her job? I think it's fantastic.
It's an awesome thing. I can say of growing up with a mom who ran her own business and was like a powerhouse for what she did. Obviously, my dad as well. But between Kate and I, we have 4 girls. From 13 to 4. And it's a huge thing for us to be able to. I love, they were all at the office. We recently moved, or I guess at this point it's been a year or so.
They have a fantastic office. It's gorgeous.
So we moved about a year or so ago, I guess now. And we were in there one weekend, as you do. And we're painting the building, and we had the girls there, and we were painting the front lobby. And the girls were 2 of them were in Kate's office, and 2 were in mine office. And they had the door closed. They were doing whatnot. And my 4-year-old came out and she said, "Hey, we're having a meeting." And then she goes, "What do you talk about in meetings?" And then so I told her a couple things. They went running into, they were calling each other having meetings. And it was the cutest thing.
Love that.
And I think Abby's taken Kate's card and crossed out Katie's name and put Abby, CEO, president of what they are. So we are for sure grooming the next generation and teaching them, like you said, especially on those days and nights and weekends that we're working, but I'm also teaching them of what we can do.
So, we're both friends with Dr. Dina.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So Dr. Dina came to my house recently
Love.
and started talking to my daughter, Elizabeth, who is almost 10.
Who I saw her recently of doing as president in your heels and your outfit. Incredible. I loved. Yes.
Oh my God. She says, I'm running my own interview network.
Yes.
And she was like, it's Get Real with Elizabeth.
Oh my God.
And Dr. Dina is like, I'm going to bring her on the road with me.
I love her.
What? But you know what? That's fantastic. You cannot be what you cannot see, right?
100%. And I never doubted that I could do this because I saw it happening in my own house. And like, that is the big thing that then I want to show my girls that we can do it. And then as we give back, and as you kind of mentioned with some nonprofit or whatnot, that it didn't seem to me when people ask me, how do you know that you're going to be successful? Or how do you know you can do these things? Because I saw it happen. And I think that that's a really big thing that I want to show my girls.
And your family is really close.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I was
guys
thinking
are
I was coming here. My parents live like 5 minutes maybe up the road. But my twin sister, so Kate and I, she's about 10 minutes away from us. My parents are here. And so we're just a small knit, really close family, which is a really big blessing as working in a family business. There are all sorts of dynamics there.
But you guys have just been honored. I mean, the Orange County Business Journal recognized you for that.
I know. The Small Business of the Year, which was fantastic. Civic 50, which is fantastic. This year, holy cow, with the OC 500, which was amazing. I would say, and we were in the section of it's been a good year. And that is kind of how I simply said, it's been a really good year.
And I remember thinking back in time and in terms of when you guys took over the company or when you were getting prepared to do so. And it was like, well, how do we reimagine? How do we make it our own? How do we, modernize, right? I mean, this has not been overnight thing. And for anyone who's watching or learning or taking notes, I mean, it doesn't happen the next day.
Oh my gosh.
This is lots of journaling and planning and leaning on your friends and their expertise to make it happen. It's a journey, right?
Yeah. I think it's really, it's a funny thing. So, Kate and I spoke on a panel, I think last year, and it was, so in family businesses alone, if you're taking over a family business, we spoke on a panel about honoring the past, but innovating for the future. Like that's a huge, huge thing for us in order to make sure that we're still relevant and be relevant and what can we do while still honoring that past. So I think that's a really big thing. I also think as, a personalities or overachiever-ish is, I know you for sure are.
Achiever-ish.
Yes. But I'm trying to lighten it up. But we have such these huge goals and such aspirations. And it's hard sometimes when you said it takes a while I know where we want to go. Yeah. And so then I don't take, and we've been trying so hard this year to take a minute to, celebrate what we've done, to also see how far we've come. We have, we had for a while, and we still meet with her on a relatively recent basis, but regular basis, a family transition consultant. Mm-hmm. And it's so awesome to meet with Joanne, because then she always says, I said, look at all the things we haven't done. And she said, but look at all the things you have done.
And you guys
is like a really good thing to stop and remember. We've come a long way.
You have come a long way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when we come back, we're going to pick up right where we left off with everywhere that this company has gone and where it's going. And we'll talk more about that when we come back.
Yeah.
And we're officially back. Okay. Because we were talking off camera, and I have to bring this on camera because this is fantastic. I was speaking at Cal State Long Beach earlier this week.
I saw it. Yes.
Oh, good. Excellent. And they were like, oh, can we LinkedIn you? No, you can't. If you really want to get a hold of me, you email me or you Instagram me.
I'm so confused. I know. I just said you're not on LinkedIn.
I am. I'm on there. I probably get 100 things a day from people who want something on LinkedIn.
Well, that is true.
And I cannot weed through them. It's absolutely.
You mean all the messages on the side?
I am completely spammed.
Well, yeah.
And granted, yes, I accepted everyone along my journey that said, do I want to be your friend? And then now I'm accepting, by no fault of my own, this random, I want this, I want that, I want this. I don't know you. And I'm not, I don't want this.
No.
Okay. So
be selective in your yes. So wait, so what did you tell them? You said to reach out, email, or Instagram.
Yeah, or Instagram. And I feel like if I want to get a hold of someone, for instance, on this show, sometimes I want to reach out to someone that I've never met.
Yeah.
And I have done that.
Right.
On Instagram, I hear back from the owner.
Yeah.
Or someone who reps the owner who connects me with them. But on LinkedIn, crickets. So I feel like Instagram is magical.
Yeah.
So if you're putting out a video and you're telling me and I haven't seen it.
I know. I said I was do weekly videos.
I'm like, I had no clue that she does a weekly video. I would watch your weekly video.
So by the time this post, I'm going to be doing weekly Instagram
You
videos.
got to repost it.
I know. Trying to keep up with all this.
On Instagram.
All right.
And Facebook.
Yes.
And emails.
Still Facebook.
By the way, your Instagram is beautiful.
We're working on it. Somebody helped us.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's just teaching people how to fish.
Exactly. Well, I
So
know.
they can fish for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is fun.
But I want to see your videos because I bet they're fantastic.
I think that video just in general, it's fun to be able to, then you can find out more personality. You can get into it a bit more and you can get into. And
so what are you doing in your videos?
Well, more so talking about what's the purpose.
Yeah.
I want to share more thoughts, opinions, ideas about what it is that we're doing and sharing how people can. So we're in the data analytics, customer insights space.
Tell everybody what is data analytics and insights. What does that mean?
I know.
Because it's very important.
Yes. Yeah. And so I think that right now, and it's funny, we had started the company 35 years ago. And I said to the other day, I was speaking at a sports conference, and they said, how are you doing data analytics 35 years ago? I said, very differently than we are now. But the thing is, and for the past 10 years, we've been in I'd say, convincing business, trying to convince businesses to leverage the data that they're sitting on. I mean, we're in a world now, but now we've transitioned a bit more into the confirming business. Businesses know that they need to leverage data to make better business decisions. But I believe that that companies are at this point drowning in data. We have so much information on a daily basis that we're collecting on our customers, prospects, online, sales, industry, all this information, and companies are now drowning in it. And so we really help people figure out how to move all this data up to insights, knowledge, and wisdom. Because if businesses are trying to compete right now in the data space, they're going to drown. That is not a competitive advantage. Is to and it feels like hungry hippo-ish right now. Like everybody is like, I'm just going to get more and more and more data, but they don't know what to do with it. So he helped to interpret the information. And really, we typically work with sales and marketing teams in order to focus our efforts for sales, maximize their impact that they're doing for marketing.
Tell people some of the clients that you're currently working with.
Yeah, so we've been in the power sports industry for 30 plus years. So Yamaha Motor, Water and Marine is are big clients of ours. Yanmar, they're another big construction company here in Orange County. We work with Great Park Neighborhoods, 5 Points, and helping them really understand who their customers are, prospects, residents. Working now with Goodwill of Orange County, which is fantastic and fun. So, I mean, really our areas, anyone in the customer experience space, but power sports, professional sports, Orange County lifestyle businesses, and nonprofits is something that Kate and I really, there's a lot of that we want to be doing to give back to the community. So how we can give our services to nonprofits as well. Because it's not just their...
And please tell everybody about what's happening with the very new Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, so Katie is co-chairing the capital campaign, which is incredible. Her and Charles Antis with Antis Roofing, and they just launched officially, which I didn't really realize this. Well, when you do capital campaigns, there's a silent part, and it's now public out there. Deal. Yeah, doubling the size of the house. So It's a huge thing. Katie's family was personally affected. And they were able to utilize the house at Mission Hospital when her daughter was in the hospital there. And she's fantastic and fine now, and Charles did too. So it's fun to be able to raise money for that. And we're just involved with a lot of other really great ones around Orange County. There's so much to do and give.
I remember, just like taking a quick pivot into like a quick sidebar.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was a couple of years ago. Either you or I, or both of us, were at almost every single event. I felt like that was happening.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I bought a table. No, I bought a table. No, I bought a table. Can you sit at my table? Damn it. Can you sit at my table? Okay, there was a lot going on. We're really trying to pick and choose.
Yeah, I chatted with somebody this week at a local bank, and they're looking at putting on an event, which is fantastic. And they called the other day and they said, hey, we want to get your input. We're trying to get women, business owners to come to events. Can you give some insight? And I said, it's a really crowded space right now. I think we could be at something morning, noon, at night.
Every
day, which is fantastic. And to be able to support the amazing causes, to be learning from people, to be able to growing,
into it. Yes.
All of it.
But there's not enough hours in the day to be a business owner, mother, wife, philanthropist, and all of the other things that we do.
It's really difficult. And I want to say, and for a while I said yes to everything. And I will tell you, it led to a bit of burnout. And natural. And wanted to just be involved with so many different things. And then when I think my husband looked at me one day and said, you have 2 small girls at home that need your love and attention, which is just heartbreaking, and I would try and give them as much. And I've got...
You're a fantastic mother, by the way. Don't let her fool you. She is an amazing
I've got some good girls, and I got it.
I mean, every time I look and turn around, you guys are doing something that's messy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be Play-Doh or pumpkins. It doesn't matter. It's messy. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't do that with my kids. Like, you really dive in with them. You're a great mom.
I think it's part of my all-in personality. So my husband always says... It doesn't have to be so big. He's like, honey, take him to the park. But I'm like, or take him wherever. So, if I get a day off, I'm like, let's go to Disneyland. Let's go to Discovery Cube. I'm like, let's go to Michael's and everything they say that they want. Yes.
It's that mommy guilt, though. It's the mommy
guilt is a real thing. And I am realizing now as I pull back on things, what they really want is they want time, like quality time with us. And so now it's like reading with them before bed. Now it's being there like purposely now. So talking about being at something all the time. I now try really hard to not be gone unless I travel, because I travel a bit, but to not be gone more than 2 nights a week. To be there to be able to put them to bed, which is huge. Be there for those special events and just marking them on my calendar and being there. Yeah. Because I'm sure
marking it on your calendar.
It's huge.
I do. Huge. Thursday night, I have 4 events.
It's
okay.
And you go to more events than anyone else.
But one of them is my daughter's theater rehearsal. So I'm going to drop her at theater.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not allowed to stay, which actually works out okay. Because I have a Chapman event, and then I have a new
Wait, on Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
Are you yes. Okay, good.
All right. I know what that event is.
Fantastic. Yes. Then I have a new client event, and then another event, and then I got to pick her up by 8. And I'm like,
But as long as she knows that you're there and that you were there, and I think
I'm driving her. Yeah. So we get that drive talk time.
Yes.
Which is invaluable.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's such a fun...
Well, then the other thing is, and I think your kids are a couple of years behind mine, but my daughter ran for office.
I love.
Has that happened yet for you? Oh my God, it was so fun. She needed posters and graphics and speech training. Did you start
like a social media campaign? I love.
It's been so fun.
Oh, I love.
I was like, absolutely.
Are you like PTA president as well?
Okay, I can't.
I was just saying because now. Okay, I was just saying I feel better not.
I know.
There's certain things I just can't.
But I'm championing for her.
Yes.
as
yes.
she's taking
Yes.
her steps into
Yes.
student government,
Oh my God, I love
which is
that.
lovely.
I love it.
So you will too, no doubt.
So now I'm trying to figure out where to be at, the right things to be at that make sense. So really for us as we're mapping out the year is taking a look at where the industries that we're going after, what are the services that we're going after, and like where do we need to be continually learning? And then how do we support then our clients, friends, whatnot, and then giving back. So typically when I look at an event, if I can do like one of those three things, and especially if I can do 2 or 3 in the same, then it's like golden. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I have no matter what now, I've just really started trying to figure out like what is a criteria in order, what does success look like? So when something comes across my desk that it's like, oh, that would be really cool. Now it's, okay, does it hit one of the industries that we're going after or that we work in, that we service?
And I think
whatnot.
as women continue to evolve in business, it's absolutely those boxes. And I've recently learned with mine, sometimes it's bringing her with. So that I
need to do that more
I
often.
can absolutely check more than one box.
So funny, I have a sticker. I took mine to UCI, my oldest to UCI one time for I spoke at one of those things at the Cove, and she has her name tag sticker on her dresser. And I think this was like a year ago, and she literally said, "I remember going to that with you, and I remember being there." That I need to. It's a really good reminder. I need to take.
So as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, and a leader in our community, you guys. I mean, Jenny has so many stories to share, and I am just
thank you for having me here.
So honored that you're my friend,
I know.
and thank you for being here today. And you guys, all right, cheers. We're out for today. Follow MacKenzie on Instagram, on Facebook, on your guys' website.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
All right. Okay. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by the Brunch Club. It's been our pleasure to share this time with you. We look forward to bringing you more sparkling inspiration next weekend. If you have feedback, topics, or want to nominate someone to be a guest on the show, please reach out to us at rachel@sundaybrunchagency.com. Cheers.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina Webby. Welcome to my studio. I have created a system for my photo shoots to help you get the best outcome from each experience. The first step is the booking and the consultation, then the preparation steps, then the photo shoot itself, and lastly, we have the reveal and order session. First thing is the consultation, which is one of the pillars for the photo shoot. We'll go over all of the steps needed to accomplish the look that you're going for. We'll discuss the theme and the wardrobe. We'll cover all of that in person if possible, and I'll help you plan your photo shoot and prepare to reveal yourself and look your best for the camera. After the consultation, I'll hand you my welcome guide. This guide is very important to prepare you for the experience. It contains a wardrobe guide, a beauty guide, a product guide, also a written section on what to expect. When you're prepared, you'll feel confident. And that confidence comes from within, but it's a process I can help with. The professional hairstylist and makeup artists at the studio are really good at making you look your best version of yourself. 10 days after the photo shoot, you'll come back to the studio for your reveal session. This session is when you see your printed and matted photos on the wall for the first time. This session is where you decide which photos you love and you want to take home. Feeling confident and beautiful isn't something that pops up in front of the camera. The consultation and the preparation, the wardrobe session and the beauty guide, and everything you do prepares you for the experience. This photo shoot will help you own your femininity because it's a very personal experience and it teaches you about yourself. Photo shoots are very important because it reminds you of how beautiful you are. Your beauty is not in your lips or in your arms, it's in the way you look at people. It's in the way you reveal yourself and allow yourself to be viewed and seen with confidence, with power, and with grace. I am inviting you to a personalized photo shoot at the studio with me. It is so much fun. So let's do this.